chipper has decided to wear a nice woolen scarf to keep his neck warm, and he will combine it with a matching hat. He is now putting on a sheepskin leather jacket. This will not only keep him warm, but provide the flexibility and movement necessary to chip the shit. He will then combine it with thin Italian leather gloves so that he has the proper grip necessary to control the chipper and the collector. First, you have to learn about the equipment and the scores that go along with the different types of equipment available. For the beginner, we have the collector. This being quite a big size, but then we have a simple chipper. And the way it works is we chip into the collector, the beginners. As we get better at the sport of chipping, we can go with a slightly smaller collector. And of course, for the experts, people who've been doing it for years, have the standard collector. Now of course, in the game, we get different points. Very few points by chipping it into the large collector, slightly more points for the slightly bigger collector, smaller collector, and of course maximum points for the standard shit chipping collector kit. Now, depending on how cold it is and the size of the dog, there's two types of chippers. There's the big chipper. Normally that's a two-stroke, because we have to chip and then flip. Or for the smaller size, there's a chipper which sometimes can be chipped in one stroke. People who are playing as a team can choose to use the grabber. The grabber is a bit tricky, as you can see. Spring-loaded. Now, because of the shit in the ice, it's hard to get. However, one team member can chip in the air, and the other team player can grab it. This is the maximum points if you can grab one in midair. So let's have a look at how this game plays out in real life. You're required to have at least one dog. The more dogs you have, the more shit chipping games you can play per week. One dog, probably 2 to 3 times a week. 2 dogs, 4 times a week. 3 to 4 dogs, you could chip shit every day.
Well, I woke up this morning, got dressed up. I got me a pile of shit to chip before I have a cup. Hot black coffee racing through my veins. Gonna scoop me up the frozen shit before it rains. Shit chipping is a life for me. Feed my dog way too much so he goes on a shitting spree. Well, shit chipping is a life for me. Feed my dog way too much so he goes on a shitting spree. Well, I woke up this morning, got dressed up. I got me a pile of shit to chip before I have a cup. Hot black coffee racing through my veins, gonna scoop me up the frozen shit before it rains. Shit, Chippin, it's a life for me. Feed my dog way too much, so he goes on a shitting spree. Well, shit, Chippin, it's a life for me. Feed my dog way too much, so he goes on a shitting spree.